Hello everyone, and today I'm going to be taking a look at what I carry inside of my EDC pouch slash pocket organizer. And this one right here was made by Yellow Birch Outfitters, which sadly is no longer around. They went out of business a few years ago. But if you do a search for like EDC pouch or EDC pocket organizer, you'll be able to find a lot of options out there. And there's also some people within this knife community who actually make pocket organizers, not ones out of like canvas and stuff, but there's ones who make some out of leather, like Griff, and I'll be linking to his Instagram down below. And then there's also Randy at EDC Leatherworks, which has a Etsy page, which I will also be linking down below. I'm not sponsored by them, just places that you can buy some good leather products from that I like to purchase stuff from. And there's also another company I'm not sponsored by, but you can also check out Hitch and Timber. They do a bunch of pocket organizers as well. So those are just some options out there. But yeah, just do a search for like pocket organizer or EDC pouch. You should be able to find some options out there that are similar, or at least kind of fit this same niche or same purpose as this pocket organizer right here. So with all that said, let's get into the video. Alright, let's start off from the front of the pouch here, and we'll work our way back. One thing I carry in this pouch is just a standard Sharpie permanent marker. This one is in the fine point. It's a really handy writing utensil to have. I use this a lot at work just to mark various things. So there's that. And then right here is actually the main pen that I have in this setup here, which is the Kaweco Sport. This one is the limited edition olive green. And we have a fine nib. This is a steel nib with gold color on it. And yeah, just a normal fountain pen. It's one of my favorite EDC pens to carry. It's got Kaweco green in it. Just a nice rich green color right there. So that is the main pen that I carry in this setup here. And then I carry a backup pen as well, which is this one. This is a Fisher Space Pen. This one's in the brass, got a nice patina on it, and it does have the Fisher refill that can write upside down, write underwater, write in space. And this one is the fine green. I'm trying to remember what other things. Anyway, it's a pressurized refill. Very neat refill. Not one of my favorites to write with, but it does, the ink in it lasts a long time. And yeah, just a nice for a backup because of that pressurized. I'm trying to find the word for it. Yeah, just a nice, I can't think of the word, but just a nice refill, especially for a backup. It's a ballpoint refill, so it's nice when I come across paper that can't use a fountain pen on, where it would either bleed a lot or feather. It's nice to have a backup pen, especially a ballpoint, which is going to be very versatile and also can write in a bunch of different conditions as well. Also good with high and low temperatures as well, like it can insane ranges there. And then for the main knife in here, or multi-tool, I carry is the Victorinox Cadet, and which I like because it's so slim, so not a lot of bulk right there, although I guess that doesn't really matter too much because of the Sharpie adds a lot of bulk to the front. But yeah, you just have your standard Victorinox blade on there, and then the Victorinox, if I can get the camera to focus, there you go, Victorinox Swiss made stainless. And then you have your standard Swiss Army knife tools, the can opener bottle opener combo with the small flathead and large flathead there. You can also use that as a Phillips in a pinch. And then we have this nail file, which is one of the best nail files I've ever come across. And then you can use that as to clean your nails as well, right there. I really like the Cadet because of its really slim profile, and that file comes in really handy for me. My nails can sometimes get little snags on them, and that is easy enough to, or that's really easy to take care of them with that. So let's put this back together, and then we'll leave that out. So then this pouch also has an inside compartment here, which I have various things. I have some various sizes of band-aids in there, which these have actually come in handy quite a few times where either I have kind of nicked myself on something, or someone else has just kind of gotten a little cut or had a little problem with either a cut or some sort of, even a blister. Like if you get a blister, it's nice just to put a band-aid on it just to keep it from rubbing. So those have come in handy multiple times. And then I just keep a pair of, or a set, not a set, just keep a piece of backup paper just in case I need to, in case I forget my notebook, or if I need to just write a note really quick with not wanting to use my notebook for that. Then on the back of the pouch here, we have a zipper compartment, which I carry a few different things in. One of them is this, the Victorinox Jet Setter, which has this combination tool with that small Phillips screwdriver. This is actually a magnetic screwdriver, so that's very handy, especially for the small screws. Having that magnet in there is very nice. Then we also have the bottle opener and wire stripper combo right there. And on the scale tools, we have the tweezers. Not the best tweezers in the world, but they work in a pinch, pun intended. And then we also have the toothpick as well, which I don't really have much. I don't really use that, so it's just kind of there. And finally, we have the small Victorinox scissors. Just nice to have kind of an alternate form of cutting utensil on you. So there's that, and I also carry a thumb drive, which I use to mainly transfer files from one computer to another. Nothing too special, just a thumb drive. And it is pretty cool. Actually, the thumb drive is pretty cool because when you stick it in the computer, it activates the spring, and then when you pull it out, it closes it. So that's kind of cool. And then last but not least, I just have a pair of nail clippers. Just nice whenever I get like a hangnail or kind of like have problems with my nail and I need to cut it. This does have a nail cleaner and file. The file is not the best on it. Granted, the scissors on the Victorinox probably could do the same job as this. It's just nice having a dedicated tool that works great for the job. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I carry in my EDC pouch here, and which is very handy. And I carry this in mainly when I wear cargo pants in the cargo pocket. Be on my right side cargo pocket. I used to carry this in my right side hip pocket, but it just kind of, after a while, I realized it was just kind of too cumbersome, especially with this marker on the front of it, and I didn't really like carrying it in that pocket anymore. So this is when I'm wearing cargo pants, this goes in that pocket. And if I'm not wearing cargo pants, I just grab stuff individually, like a knife, multi-tool, or whatever. And also this, having this in my right hip pocket, it actually wore a hole. I can't remember if that was before or after I added this marker, but it actually wore a hole in two of the pairs of my pants because it was too bulky. So yeah, that is the biggest drawback of having an EDC organizer like this, is it's kind of big and bulky and a little cumbersome in the pocket. But it is really nice just to have something that you just grab one thing, and everything inside of that one thing is basically your whole EDC. So very handy just to grab and go, but a little bulky. So give or take there, you just kind of got to choose what you are willing to deal with. But I think that's going to do it for now. Thank you all for watching. Keep your pens filled and your knife sharp, and I'll see you later.